Hello and welcome back to the TGG Allies campaign. We are on level 5, which means we get to be player turn. I can't. Words, apparently. We get to be player 2, and we have include turn to everything. Turn. The start of human's turn after the first, rotate all split piles. Okay. Well, that's certainly interesting. What have we got here? We've got forest dwellers. And here's your aforementioned split piles. So trashing is broker and moneylender and student. And draw is, well, Royal Galley can be draw, Marquis is draw, there's garrison. And then broker plus actions, though, is going to make that tough. Galley can be plus actions. Broker can be plus actions. Galley, I mean, Galley basically is plus actions, but it's the targets are a little dubious. And then broker, we need gains for that. Now we do have plus buy from Marquis and Bauble. Gains from Conjurer, potentially, and Hillfort. So there is some stuff there. But I don't know. This board looks pretty awkward to me altogether. I'm not really sure what we want to be doing. The bot opened with a student. I don't generally like student very much. I think it's a pretty weak trasher, and it's like you generally prefer not to be using it, and it kind of depend. It does, of course, kind of depend on what favor it's generating. But forest dwellers is nice, but it's not like, I don't know, not like, oh man, I gotta get a student for forest dwellers. Like that's yeah, I mean, I could do that with Bauble. So, on the other hand, we have a 3/4 anyway. Those piles are just going to rotate themselves. And that means next turn, we're going to have access to Garrison and Conjurer. And I think it's pretty likely that we would want to take one of those with our 4-coin hand, notwithstanding that we could also use Forest Dwellers and discard out of that, but I don't know about doing that. Bet a 4/3, be more inclined towards that. There's also second man for Forest Dwellers, I guess. And Broker, but Broker for Forest Dwellers doesn't make a lot of sense in general. You would do it if you happen to have like Broker Estate and you didn't need any of the other bonuses, but in general, like, you're not going to be going out of your way for that. Anyway, so I guess one thing that does favor student is that there's not very much expensive stuff that you want to like get here. A bunch of like cheap stuff. Which card is more important between Garrison and Conjurer? I don't know. The other thing is that if we do get one of those, they're terminal. And Conjurer in particular is terminal every turn. Student is not. And so they do kind of fit well together. I think we go Student Conjurer. I think we decline the Forest Dwellers here, and then we take it next turn. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't make a lot of sense, because then our Conjurer misses the shuffle. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, it would be a short shuffle, but I still want to see the Conjurer sooner rather than later. All right, now probably want to do this. Okay. So Royal Galley. It's a good card to have, but what are we gonna play with it? I don't know, but I think I want one. I mean, I guess the student. Actually, how does that work? You put it onto your deck. I think that won't work if the galley has already set it aside. Oh no, it won't. It'll yeah, it's the other way around. Okay, so the student will escape the galley. Okay. So ideally, then we want to be gallying like Hillfort or Marquis, but it's going to be a trick to afford those. This board is really awkward. The other thing we could do is take a moneylender or a broker. I mean, maybe we should take a broker just to trash estates. And eventually the student. Go broker silver. Sure. Why not? Let's take a galley next turn. Okay, so yeah, broker. This for actions, it's gotta be. I think mostly what we want to use student to do with rotating this is make it so that they can't get a conjurer, so I'm not gonna rotate here because they can't get one anyway. I mean, yeah. And then take the galley, or do we want to take moneylender? Or even just a silver? I think I'm gonna take another silver. I think we're gonna have trouble hitting anything with the stupid student. So I don't like the card very much. They hit Marquis? Have they just not been playing? Wait, what? Okay, well. Alright, yeah, rotate the piles. Yeah, we might as well spend the favor. Discard this stuff. Do we want to Just trashing a state here. I don't think so. All right. One more silver and a bauble, I think. Broker, what is the broker gonna do? Oh, trash silver for... Oh, but then we can't play the conjure? Hmm. 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 I guess we could take a garrison here. The broker just does nothing, maybe. Annoying, but... I mean, the alternative is that we broker the student, but... Oh, man. This board is so awkward. Oh... I really don't know if taking garrison here makes sense, but I'm going to do it. You can take 2. I mean, I guess we'll... Okay, that actually looks pretty useful. Maybe this time we don't trash copper with the student. Just trash a state. Maybe we also take... Well, let's take a Road Valley. I was going to say take another broker, but... Do we even want to buy anything here? A favor. It's not like we'd want to top deck a 2 cost. I'd like to get a hill for it, but... I guess we'll take one more silver. We can broker silvers and it's pretty solid. Whoa! Oh! That's highly objectionable. I think we'll do this. Alright. Broker silver for actions. Oh man, we still can't afford frickin' marquee. Take a second broker, I guess. And another galley. And I really do not like this board. Ugh. Okay, and we don't have a broker. We can't play our stuff. Probably time to just play the garrison then. guess we'll top or trash a copper to top deck a marquee. Well, we don't need to trash copper to be able to top deck marquee, but like, but the student makes it less likely that we see one of the brokers. I mean, we're still pretty likely to see broker, I guess. Yeah, let's trash the state actually. We're not gonna get plus actions. What would we need to see? We're only going to draw one card off this garrison. What would we need to see to have a good turn? I don't even know. Like, maybe we shouldn't. We probably should still use this. Like, I guess we could broker a galley. Maybe that's the play. It's distressing, but especially because we reduce our hand size. Broker student for draw, I guess. Maybe we should take the other garrisons. Like, it'll be hard to play them all, but if we can stack 4 garrisons up. If we had one more coin, we could go Garrison Hill for it. That would be nice. That's the problem with this plan, is that we kind of need another marquee. Or do we? I guess it's galleed. Yeah, maybe it's fine. Okay. So, this is going to be confusing. Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the galley or the marquee draws 5. That's how much we wanted to draw. So, boom. That in hand, draw the cards. No hill forts for us. Okay. We're probably gallying, or we're definitely gallying broker, which feels like a weird thing to do, but we need actions. We don't want to play the other, like all 3 of these. Do we even want to play this broker? Well, what would we do with it? I mean, it would be nice to get copper trashing going again. I guess we could take a money lender at this point. I don't know. Probably we want another galley. Those are low. Do we want another marquee? I guess we probably do. Go Marquis, Galley, Silver? I don't know. Okay. And hand, rotate the piles, draw cards. Draw cards. Do we need to trash a more expensive card for actions? That's the question. Like a marquee, for example. You might. I mean, it's not like we need 2 marquees for draw this turn anyway. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can play our garrisons and our conjurer. We could get that moneylender. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're still like overdrawing here. We need to see broker. Guess we're declining. Play this. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'd be overdrawn by 1, so we want to play the broker first. We don't need actions. We could do... We could just trash a copper, or we could do... Silver to coins... I think I prefer just trash copper. I'd like to galley the moneylender, I guess, but... I mean, although we're going to want to broker that soon enough anyway, I suppose. So we could go double province here. I do kind of want to replace the marquee we had to trash, though, so that we can, like, have a gallied marquee every turn. So if we want to do that, we could go province. Province marquee is 14. Maybe we take another bauble. It's not amazing. I guess Seller could be a card that we could galley. It's not payload. I mean, maybe want more payload, but I guess we can conjure for payload more efficiently than we can with this buy right here anyway. Those hill forts, man. Really wish I'd gotten some hill forts. Okay, so marquee first. This in hand, rotate the piles. Cards, cards. All right, how many actions do we need? We just go ahead and trash that moneylender for actions right now. Certainly. It's only worth 2 coins. Need actions for the garrisons and the conjure. That's 3. The galleed marquee. That's 4. I mean, if that's all we're doing, I guess trashing the moneylender by itself would be enough. Okay. So garrison. We want a galley like marquee cellar. Not necessarily in that order. Conjurer to gain. Should we go for gardens or should we just take a silver? 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. Yeah, we still don't have that much money. I'm wondering about getting the hill forts. I think that's probably a good idea. In which case, we could try to hit hill fort stronghold, which would be 16. I think for that, no, we just take silver. Why does... Oh, because it will draw 1 before it discards. Yeah, I guess so. We want to trash a copper with the broker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So right now, we could just discard broker province. Okay. We play the marquee. Oh no, wait, not even, because we're going to have the galley as well. Yeah. Okay, so 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, wait. 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're actually short to hit Double Hill Fort Stronghold. We have to trash a silver for coins? Okay. I guess we take top deck here. I'm gonna top deck the stronghold. Maybe this turn we just grab a bunch of gardens, I'm not sure. Well, they're certainly grabbing a bunch. Although their gardens aren't worth very much. I guess ours won't be either. Okay, so once again, marquee first. Not in hand, cards. Play this. Doesn't actually do anything, but does give us an extra action. All right, so now what? What are we brokering for actions? Could just take 2 silvers and then like regain them, I guess. Is that even, do we even need that many actions? We want to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we only need to broker 1 silver for actions, I think. Play garrisons, conjurer. We don't need the draw off the stronghold, so we'll just play that for money. Do we want to take any gardens? They're pretty close to 3-point gardens. I guess that's not super threatening. They're not really going to be able to threaten a 3rd pile either. They don't have that. So we could just take them for pile. Nothing else. They're not a bad broker target, I suppose. Alright, galley. Play hill fort. Gain the other gardens. And then we could just take another silver. Suppose if we took more actions, we could also take another conjurer. If I was going to do that, I should have done it sooner, though. Because, like, the marquee is going to make us discard, not draw. Well, but I guess it makes us discard after we draw. But we still end up not... Or, well... Okay, if we broker silver, hill fort for conjurer, galley marquee... No, then we play the conjurer, then we galley the marquee. We do get the card in hand, and we can discard this stuff. I think that works. Okay. I just wish I could take more strongholds. But I can't. Do we want to... We're going to take a province. We're probably just taking, like, province duchy. But do we want... do they have a broker? They do. Surprising. What do they have set aside? 2 marquees. Oh, wow. We have 2-point gardens right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we do hit 3-point gardens here without taking on, like, coppers or some crap. So I guess we've already gained a whole bunch of cards, so we don't have to worry about that from a draw standpoint. So I guess we just do... You might as well get a favor, and then... I mean, we're not going to top deck. I don't know. We'll just take a corner. Wait, they had a seller set aside? I'm confused. Oh, maybe I was looking at what they had resolved last turn. Brokered for cards. This card's 15 cards. What? Okay. Whoa, I wanna... Okay, I want to see... I guess it doesn't matter. I'm wondering if we can win this turn off of broker for coins. But first we marquee. Then we put these in hand. Oh, we should have used the forest dwellers. I don't think it matters. But I guess, do we want to see the stronghold? I don't know. Cards. Cards. Yeah, it didn't matter. I didn't think it would. Okay. So if we... I guess it doesn't matter. They have 36, 37, 38? A little bit short of another 6 points. So how many... So if we get net 3 provinces, we win. That would get us to 39. Okay. We can easily broker the marquee for coins or actions. I think there's no reason for this not to be another broker. I guess there's also the estate pile out and then just take... But even so, we have another Hill Fort and 2 Conjurers if we really want to take more estates, plus buys, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and broker... Well, how many actions do we actually want? Like, we do want to play the Garrisons. They are money. We want to play the Conjurers because they're kind of money or whatever as well. So that's 4. We don't really need the galleys. Like, they don't do anything. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. Oh, I mean, given all we need to do is empty the estates and then take 2 provinces. No, that's not right. No, it's a little bit more than 2 provinces. Is it easier to go for the 4 provinces then? What I'm wondering is, like, should I be... I mean, if we go for 4 provinces, we could surely afford to broker, like, Duchy or Gardens. I'm gonna broker the Marquis for actions. It's, like, too much math. Alright, so... We do... Do we conjure for these estates? Four coins, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we broker like... I guess if we brokered like Duchy Hill Fort, that would get us to triple. And then if we also gain 3 estates... Oh, but if we broker the Hill Fort, then yeah. Okay, maybe we shouldn't broker the Marquis for actions then. Maybe we should broker the Hill Fort for actions or the Duchy. Too much math. If we take the 3 estates, we replace the Lost Duchy. And then if we hit triple province, that's enough to win. So say broker Duchy for actions. Garrison. Not that this order matters, but state. All right, how we alley Fort state. We broker. Wait. Oh, I think I screwed this up. Oh, our garden's ticked. That's helpful. We don't need triple province. We just need double province duchy, which is good because the way I screwed this up is not having enough actions to play stronghold. Coins. My coin. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, that was... I'm sure I could have played that last turn better and I probably could have just emptied it on provinces. I don't know. There were too many options. So in the end, it was an awkward board at first, but we did eventually build a deck that could do things. The bot didn't as much, but they still, because they were probably had I wasn't paying that close attention, but probably had a consistent Galley Marquis thing going. They were at least seeing their deck every turn, even if they weren't drawing their deck every turn like I was, and so they were able to get a bunch of gardens with those hill forts, and they had some money and could buy some provinces. Their deck wasn't terrible considering. I definitely like my deck more. The garrison draw and just seeing the entire thing and having more gains and having the brokers. Although, I mean, they did have some brokers. Well, they had one broker, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I like my deck better, but I may have been slow to get there, certainly. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's a lot of things to be critiqued here with what I did. I think this board is pretty challenging. But I do more or less like where I ended up. I just think the path to get there was tricky and maybe wasn't the best on my part. Yeah, the garrisons were doing a ton of work by the end. We were a little short on the galleys compared to the bot, partially because we trashed one. But I guess it didn't really matter. It would have been nice, honestly, to just be able to say, like, every turn we have galley, like Marquis Hillfort Cellar or something like that. I don't know. And just get like an extra action out of that. But we didn't have the galleys for it. I would have probably. I don't know. I'm not. I don't necessarily think that we would have made sense to try to like, go out of my way to like secure more galleys early or something. It just would have been nice to have more actions from that. But yeah. Anyway, well, thanks for watching, and next time back to player 1 and off to level 6. Until then.